protest and the hangama that has been taking place both inside and outside Parliament, now it seems that Rakul Gandhi and his team are busy with campaigns to drive home the point, what they believe is the vote heist or vote chori taking place. In a latest bid to assert his version, the leader of opposition had chai with some of the voters who claim to have been wrongly declared dead by the Election Commission, and now their names have been excluded from the Bihar draft voter list. Sharing the video of his interaction with 7 such voters, Rahul Gandhi took a dig at the poll body, thanking for what he called as a unique experience of having chai with the dead voters. Meanwhile, the Congress party made an effort to bring voters claiming to have been declared dead by the EC all the way from Bihar to Delhi. But out of those 17,000 odd BLAs that the Congress has in Bihar, even today, none of them have approached the Election Commission to file objections with regard to the issue in hand, especially at a time when they have, despite all of the objections that have been raised by the party high command, the BLA seems to be appreciating and praising the work that has been done by the poll body on ground. Meanwhile, Rakul Gandhi is all set to up the ante over vote chori allegation, where former leaders like former Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel has said that Rakul Gandhi soon will be undertaking a 15-day padyatra in Bihar starting from the 17th of August.
लोकसभा के सांसदों के द्वारा निर्वाचन आयोग तक के जो मार्च किया गया, यह भूतपूर्व प्रदर्शन 250 से अधिक सांसद लोकसभा से मार्च करते हुए इलेक्शन कमीशन कार्यालय तक जा रहे थे, लेकिन दिल्ली पुलिस ने बीच में रोक दिया। ये एक अभूतपूर्व घटना है और राहुल गांधी ने जो सवाल पूछे निर्वाचन आयोग से, उसका जवाब आज तक के नहीं मिल पाया और उस सवाल का जवाब में ही छुपा है भारतीय राजनीति का लोकतंत्र। लोकतंत्र को यदि बचाए रखना है तो वोट चोरी को रोकना होगा और इसीलिए सारे सांसदों ने एक नारा लगाया, वोट चोर गद्दी छोड़। अब ये नारा अब जन जन तक पहुंच गया है। वोट चोरी करके भारतीय जनता पार्टी सरकार बना रही है।
Now, amid all of this, as far as when it comes to the political campaign, the election campaign that has been undertaken by the Vipaksh, the SIR process is exclusivist, seems to have fallen flat in front of the Supreme Court. Now, the petitions that have been taken up with the Supreme Court currently hearing, while the Vipaksh continues to see the Bihar SIR as a vote chori ploy by the poll body and the BJP, meanwhile, the Supreme Court held that the exercise was actually voter-friendly and was not exclusionary. The top court said that the Election Commission of India is permitting to present 11 such documents as proof of identity in Bihar, as compared to only 7 documents for the summary revision of electoral rolls that was carried out in Jharkhand. Now, the court noted that this gives people more options, rather when it comes to initially the concerns that was raised by the top court itself. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court will continue hearing today on the interim issue, as the hearing is expected to resume at about 11 a.m. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the 3 key demands of the petitioners. Now, they have said and have asked the court to take its consideration. The Supreme Court, meanwhile, has backed when it comes to the special intensive revision exercise. But when we speak of these batch of petition, what are the key demands there? Let's put that out in focus. Because as far as the Supreme Court that is continuously hearing when it comes to these petitions that have challenged the Election Commission's special intensive revision electoral Bihar rolls, a politically charged exercise is going on at the heart of the ongoing vote theft. That row seems to be escalated on part of the opposition. Let's in the meantime get a breaking update, especially what is now expected from the Supreme Court, as the Supreme Court is expected now to continue hearing the petitions that have challenged the Election Commission special intensive revision of electoral rolls in Bihar, which is a politically charged exercise at the heart of the ongoing vote chori row, as this is a high-stake hearing that is expected to continue today. Meanwhile, when we have been speaking of these multiple petitions that have been taken up by the Supreme Court for hearing, The Supreme Court is now of the view, Harish, good morning, as far as the petitions that continue to be heard by the Supreme Court, the court has actually backed Bihar's special intensive revision of voter rolls as a voter-friendly, noting that there has been expanded ID options that has been given to the people despite the exclusion of Aadhaar.
Yes, that's right, Amita. Yesterday, very pointed questions to the petitioners, opposition parties led by Kapil Sibal saying, and also Abhishek Singhvi, court questioning, why are you insisting on Aadhaar, voter ID card and ration card when the option for proving the identity has been expanded from 7 from summary revision to 11 in this intensive exercise, and imagine if all these 11 documents were asked, but only Election Commission asking just one document out of 11. So it's in fact move towards inclusion. It's not exclusionary and it's very voter friendly. And the Supreme Court also saying that prima facie it feels that the issue is it's an issue of a trust deficit and nothing else. And the Supreme Court has said that Election Commission is also saying that it is making an attempt that not a single voter is left out. And today, significantly, Amita, Supreme Court will be holding hearing on passing of interim orders, because the petitioners had said that Election Commission should be asked to furnish a list of all 65 lakh persons who have been omitted from the list, and also give reasons. And also, at the same time, they are taking a stay on the notification for a national exercise of S.I.R, saying that proper notice had not been issued. So we'll have to wait and watch what kind of order the Supreme Court will pass today.
Absolutely. We put out as far as these demands that have been kept forth by the petitioners, because they have been warning of possible mass disenfranchisement. The petitioners have accused the Election Commission of India of reversing its position on citizenship proof also. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has now highlighted, when it comes to the Bihar S.I.R exercise, Nyamika as voter-friendly, and it has also highlighted its expansion to acceptable identity documents, meanwhile rejecting the concerns about Aadhaar exclusion. So we are expecting an interim order from the court today.
Well, yes, indeed, as the political war of words is also continuing on the other side, as we have seen that on one side it is the Supreme Court which is expected to give an interim order regarding this S.I.R row which is going on. As for that reason, we have seen that how it was the opposition parties in the state of Bihar which had made this allegation upon the Election Commission of India that it is basically trying to help the BJP for the upcoming assembly elections, and that is the only reason why this revision of electoral roll has taken place just a few months ahead of these assembly elections. But it has also given an opportunity for the opposition parties as well, as for just ahead of these elections. It has become the key focus of the Mahagathbandhan parties for the state of Bihar. As for that reason, they are also taking it to the ground. The manner in which they are making allegations upon the Election Commission of India, they are basically trying to say that it is an attempt to attack upon the minorities and the backward classes, and that is the reason why 65 lakh voters' name have been removed. As firstly, when there was a hearing which has taken place in Supreme Court, it was Yogendra Yadav who had taken 2 of such people who have been declared dead by the Election Commission of India, saying that their names have been removed from the voter list. Not just that has taken place, but also it is Rahul Gandhi who had also held a meeting with 7 of such people, where he has basically taken a jibe over the Election Commission of India that he is having chai with these dead people. So clearly this battle is escalating day by day, as it is RJD as well as the Congress party who are mainly focusing upon this S.I.R exercise in the state of Bihar, saying that it is going to be against the democracy of our country, and for that reason they are saying that we are not against any kind of revision within the electoral roll, but the timing is questionable. They are saying that why only 30 days time period has been chosen, and why this revision is being done just a few months ahead of the assembly.
So as far as when it comes to the political pitch or the political plan that has been taken by the opposition seems to be different from what the hearing that has been taking place in the Supreme Court, as far as demands that have now been concerned, asking for a stay on the notification of a national S.I.R exercise, also the demand when it comes to for listing of 65 lakh names that have been excluded from the draft list, and the demand for the reason of non-inclusion of those 65 lakh people. Meanwhile, the hearing continues in the Supreme Court, we also talk about how the fight seems to be escalating in Bihar itself. Let's put that out in focus because as far as the Vipaksh is concerned, the Mahagathbandhan